Menteri Luar Negeri Israel, Gideon melontarkan seruan mengejutkan kepada Lebanon untuk bekerja sama melawan kelompok Hezbollah menjelang putaran kedua perundingan di Washington, D.C. Dalam pernyataannya, Sa'ar menyebut Hezbollah sebagai musuh bersama bagi Israel dan Lebanon, serta menuduh kelompok tersebut berada di bawah pengaruh Iran. Seruan ini muncul di tengah meningkatnya ketegangan regional dan setelah gencatan senjata sementara antara Israel dan Hezbollah yang dimediasi Amerika Serikat.
The war against Iran and its many proxies is not a war of choice. There comes a time in which a country must fight for itself, fight to defend its people and ensure its future. Iran aims to obliterate Israel, to dominate the Middle East, to overthrow the values nurtured by the entire free world. So this is a battle for the future of all of our children. From Arab and Muslim countries, from all over, who represent the hope for peace and the fraternity to which we aspire. I pray we will see more and more countries joining the Abraham Accords, just as we have here representatives from the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, and so that we see more countries from our region normalizing relations with us. Already we are seeing that the partnerships we have forged to combat the axis of terror and extremism are generating opportunities for a new alliance to take shape in our region, an alliance of responsibility, pragmatism, and hope. Israel is eager to work with all of you to help shape a Middle East in which all of our sons and daughters can inherit opportunity instead of fear. That they inherit the promises of tomorrow and not the conflicts of yesterday. I salute the teams who will hopefully gather tomorrow in Washington, D.C., and wish them the great success in pursuing peace between Israel and Lebanon. But in order to reach that point, Israel must ensure the safety of its borders.
The right of the Jewish people to defend itself. Its right to the same rights taken for granted for any other nation. Israel's citizens were attacked by 8,000 missiles, rockets, and drones from March the 2nd by a neighboring state's territory, Lebanon. It responded with precise actions that no other military in the world is capable of. You military attachés know that. Against the terrorists that de facto took over Lebanon. Would any other nation in the world be accused of indiscriminate attacks for actions like this taken in self-defense? And all this has been going on 26 years after we completely withdrew from Lebanon. We must be strong, because if we were not, we simply won't exist. Is Israel a model to condemn or a model to learn from and imitate? We used to use the term world order. The world order is falling apart before our eyes. Terror organizations of the past have become terror states after they took control of territories and their populations in Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, and more. States are falling to pieces, Sudan, Libya, and more. A state like Iran attacked over 10 states during the last war. Economic terror is being used by Iran against the freedom of navigation and global trade through the sea. Does the international community even have the pretension to enforce by force the basic world order when the global economy is being damaged in such a way? The luck of mankind is that there is still a world leader like President Trump willing to do what his predecessors ran away from, preventing nuclear proliferation to extremist regimes. The same Assad that butchered his own people with chemical weapons probably would have in power to this day. discussion about the truth would talk about what seems to be the international community's limited ability to stand up to tyrants and extremist regimes. These regimes threaten global security. They wait for cracks of weakness to fill the void left by the absence of a world order. An honest discussion would also refer to the international community's weak ability to handle crises. Yes, Israel is an exception, a positive exception. Our actions dramatically weaken the radical axis in the Middle East led by Iran. All of the Middle East, Europe, and the whole world enjoy the fruits of our actions, even when they condemned. We made a historic decision to negotiate directly with Lebanon after more than 40 years. Unfortunately, Lebanon is a failed state, a state that is de facto under Iranian occupation through Hezbollah. But this also leads to a conclusion. Hezbollah is common enemy of Israel and Lebanon. Just as it threatens Israel's security, it harms Lebanon's sovereignty and threatens its future. Tomorrow, the direct talks between Israel and Lebanon will resume in Washington, D.C. I call on the government of Lebanon, let's work together against the terror state that Hezbollah built in your territory. This cooperation is needed by you even more than by us. It requires moral clarity and the courage to take risks. But there is no real alternative for ensuring a future of peace for you and for us. And for you, for Lebanon, a future of sovereignty, independence, and freedom from the Iranian occupation.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.